everyone, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and so excited to be filming this game again. This is Leviathan Wilds. I did a preview of this last year, and it was one of my favorite games of the year, but they did decide to put the campaign on hold. Now they're relaunching, and as much as I loved it, as you'll see in this playthrough, I think it's gotten even better. And a quick reminder that we never get compensation for our crowdfunding coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon to get early access to our videos and exclusive videos you can't see anywhere else. You can also watch our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. Alright, I know some of you might have seen my previous video, so I'll try to keep the explanations a little bit brief, but for new people, welcome. This is Leviathan Wilds, and it's inspired heavily by one of my favorite video games, Shadow of the Colossus. But the basic idea is your climbers are jumping and climbing around on these little spaces. And to win the game, you have to reduce the value of all the crystals, the dice that are on the Leviathan to 0. And that'll kind of bring it back to its right mind. And it'll stop being crazy and attacking people. You do this through a mix of card play and action point usage. You're trying to avoid taking too much damage. The Leviathan's going to be attacking you every turn. And that's handled through these threat cards, and they're going to start out not as tough, but the longer you take, the more the Leviathan will become enraged, and more of the cards will flip to their rage side, which makes them tougher. And each Leviathan also has its own little special rules. In the prototype they sent me, I think it was like 14 or 15 of them, so it's a ridiculous amount of content. And for those who, again, looked at the campaign last year, they've made the variety better, so like actually playing the same Leviathan will feel different. But it's not just about the Leviathans, it's also about your climbers. So in another fun way to vary things up that's a little different from how the game was last year, you pick a main climber personality. In this case, this one is Savvy. And then you also pick like a job or class. In this case, I went Bard style and did Herald. And you shove those cards together to create your deck, and then you're also going to have like different special abilities. Both of these are 2 complexity characters, so not super intense or anything to deal with. Then for my other climber, Brick, who's got an iron grip, I made him a gadgeteer, so he has like this little gadget token he can use to get extra power out of his items. And this is, again, sort of a medium complexity character. There are simpler ones and more complicated ones, but I wanted to go sort of middle of the road here. Each character has access to the same basic actions, and then you have cards in your hand. On your turn, you're going to play 1 card for its action points, which is actually how much stuff you can do. But then you can also freely discard cards to use their skill effects on the bottom, and you can use them often for other players, as you'll see quite a bit. But if your deck is ever empty, which represents your grip on the Leviathan, then you start falling, and bad things can happen, so you don't want to do that. And to look at this specific Leviathan, Fury, it's a giant angry bull. And he's got a couple main things going on. First of all, you'll see a lot of spots are labeled with an A. And those are what are called vents. And for 1 action point, if you're on a vent, you can return Fury tokens to the supply. Fury tokens are these little face-down tokens. They're going to be building up. A lot of his cards are going to say Fury 1 or Fury 2, and you'll add tokens to the card. And then one of his activation cards will flip all the Fury tokens you've added and do terrible things to you. So you want to avoid doing that. And also, if you ever have to place a Fury token and can't because there's none left in the supply, then each climber takes 1 blight, which is terrible. Because how damage works in the game, some things will deal regular red heart damage, some things will deal blighted damage, and if these 2 tokens ever meet or pass each other, then your climber is defeated, and all other climbers only get 1 more turn to win. And you can spend an action point to mend your red health, but you can never get rid of that blighted damage, generally speaking. All right, those are some of the basics. We'll see the rest of the core gameplay as we go. Let's play Leviathan Wilds. So on each player's turn, you're first going to reveal the current threat card, but it won't resolve until the end of the turn, so you get a chance to respond to it. Then you activate your climber, and at the end of the turn, you'll draw back up to 3 cards. And when you've gone through all 5 threat cards, that'll be the end of a round, and the rage marker will advance. I'm starting on hard, by the way. That might be a terrible mistake, which means already 1 card, the leftmost each round, is enraged. The next time we go through, the 2 leftmost cards will have their tougher side, then 3, then 4, then 5, and death, yes. And I should probably pick where we're going to start. I think I want Brick, who can hold on better and has his gadgets here. Hopefully he can like destroy that crystal, fly up. These little things are mushrooms. These are another new thing they've added since the previous crowdfunding campaign. If you're on them for free, you can pick them up and they give you bonuses when you decide to eat them. And then I guess he'll go for the blighted crystal. Attacking the blue crystals causes you to take that blighted damage I just mentioned. So that's not a great thing, but you got to destroy him. So yeah, there we go. A nice little kind of coverage spot for both of them. And now we'll have Savvy go first. Let's see what he's facing. Oh, this is not the worst one to get. Fury 1. Reveal Fury and return it to the supply for each token. So there's 2 red tokens and 1 each of the other colors. So we've got 1 token on the Fury card currently. At the end of Savvy's turn, we're going to get another one that we can't do anything about, and then reveal them all, and we might deal, gosh, -1 grip isn't too bad, -1 life isn't too bad, +1 blight to every character is terrible, although again, there's a low chance there's only 1 of those, and no effect if we get lucky with the purple one. And this is the enraged version of the card. If we were not playing on hard mode, it would not have given us an extra Fury right before resolving this. So if Savvy could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they could get rid of the token that's currently there, or maybe we just suck it up and hope the token isn't too bad. And drawing this one that resolves all the Fury tokens on the first turn is not the worst thing in the world. Now I should quickly note Savvy's main card. So as Savvy takes the Farseer token, and then he has this ability Scout. After your turn, place the Farseer token in a non-open space, so not like an open air that you would just fall through. All climbers may treat that space as a normal space. Any climber in that space may discard the token to climb 1. So for example, if I put it, I don't know, right here, then on Brick's turn, he can go 1, 2, because it's 1 action point to move each space. And then for free, he could give it back to Savvy to move 1 space again. And also it ignores any negatives of the space. So these ones, when you move into them, you have to discard 1 card from your deck. So you lose 1 grip, you're closer to falling. These ones, when you move on to them, they deal 1 damage to you, which is clearly not great. And as I mentioned, the blue dice are blighted. So if you put it there, then you could attack the blighted dice without suffering any consequence, which actually, yeah, maybe he wants to do that and give it to himself. So actually, I just checked with the designer real quick, and only these little spots count as terrain spaces. So this will not protect you from a blue die, which makes sense. There's no actual icon on the space. This would be canceling out. So I think, yeah, I mean, we don't have to worry about that yet at the end of his turn, but I think I'll probably be giving it to Brick. For now, looking at what he can do, he has 4 actions, 3 actions, or 4 actions, and these icons indicate that you ignore that particular effect during your turn. So this one, I would ignore the spots that make me lose grip, and this one, I would ignore the blight from blighted. Ooh, that definitely tells me what I'm going to do. I want to save this one for next turn, and use maybe this 3 this turn, because that'll get me 1, 2, 3 up to here, and the next turn I can use the 4 while ignoring blue to blast that blighted crystal with no negative effects on myself. Now to quickly look at the skills, Onward lets any climber gain 1 AP. Inspirational lets me climb 1, and any climber becomes focused. Focus means you flip this token over, and the next time you use a skill, you can increase 1 of its stats by 1. So if I was focused when I use inspirational, it could be climb 2, or for self-actualize, where it's gain 1 heart and 1 grip, I could make it 2 hearts or 2 grips. You don't increase every value on the card. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to play inspirational as my action card, which means you ignore all of the skill text, just the value applies. And I mentioned already, but for 1 AP, you can do a basic movement orthogonally. For 3 AP, you can jump 2, which means you go diagonally 1, 2, or up 1, 2, or in one direction 1, 2, but you only pay attention to the second movement. So it could get you past a negative effect like that. For 1 or more AP, you can also glide, which lets you go that many down and or diagonally. And again, you only pay attention to the last space you land in. And then finally, for as much AP as you spend, that's how much damage you do to a crystal in your space. That's called a strike. You can also rest for 2 AP, although you have to be on a ledge, which has these little lines underneath. Man, there's not a lot of ledges on this guy, are there? And for 2 AP, you get to shuffle your discard pile back underneath your deck. So that's how you get your grip back and don't fall. And then for 1 AP, you can mend and heal 1 hit point. Those are all the basic actions. So Savvy's got 3 AP, 1, 2, 3 as planned. Now, before we get to the end of his turn, him drawing back up and putting down his Farseer token, we're going to take 1 Fury, so we get a second token, and then, all right, what's that one? -1 grip to everybody. So everyone discards the top card of their deck. Savvy lost Courage, friends. And Brick is losing Energize, but Brick's got a special ability himself, Iron Grip. After you lose grip, exhaust the Iron Grip token, which is a special thing he has, and the discarded card gains Secure, which means instead of discarding it, it goes to my hand. So, sure, I'm not sure how many times he's going to lose grip. I'll go ahead and use that. When I rest, I get that back. So there we go, and that's also how his gadget token works. He can use it. A lot of his cards are going to say gadget and have a better effect. Look, Recovery Mist says any climber gains 2 grip, and then if you use gadget, that climber also gains 2 health. And when he rests on a ledge, he gets that back. All right, so that wasn't too bad. And the second one, oh, that's so lucky! Yay! No effect. Okay, that was awesome. Thank you, Fury, for not being too nasty to us. And then all the tokens go back to the supply, although I think pretty much all of these cards are going to add more. We got to run to the vents to deal with them. We'll see how that goes. And then to finish up Savvy's turn, he draws back up to 3 cards, discards his action card. So that brings him closer to falling, although important to note, you never have to draw the last card in your deck unless you resolve an effect that like has losing grip and such. So you can like kind of winnow down the cards in your hand if you're desperately trying to reach a rest spot. And Savvy's going to get to put a token down for Brick, or it could be for himself, but yeah, we'll go ahead and be a helpful person. There we go. All right, now we get to another threat card. The active player will take 1 damage, and then we'll add 1 Fury token. A lot of these are avoidable, like they'll be attacking a specific spot, or you can do something about it. This one is not, but it's not too bad. Oh my god, look at the Enrage version, though. The active player and the next player take 1 Blight damage? Gosh, I'm glad that was not the first card. All right, so what does Brick got? I already talked about Recovery Mist. Gadget MK3, if I use it as a skill, I can climb 1, strike 1, gain 1 heart, or draw 1 card. Or, oh my gosh, if I flip my gadget token, I can do 3 of those? Wow. Sheer Grit lets any climber gain 5 grip back. Gosh, that's like an entire rest action for free, basically. Oh, and Energize is pretty cool. Just ready the gadget token. All right. Well, let's see. Even though this is an awesome skill, it's also 5 action points. And at the moment, Brick doesn't need to avoid any of these kind of tokens. So I like to leave my options open. So yeah, just going to do 5 actions, which I think should be enough to bust this crystal. So 1, 2, give Savvy back the Farseer token for a free climb. That leaves me with 3 action points left. 1, 2, 3, strike. And that's not a blighted crystal, so nothing bad happens now. I guess next he might want to do, next turn he might want to do a jump for 3 AP up to that mushroom. Because, again, you avoid the intervening spaces. The second you go into an open space, you start falling, and you don't stop falling until you reach a ledge. So if you, like, moved up here, you go, and just immediately drop down. But, yeah, with a jump, I could reach there, grab the mushroom, and then head up to a rest spot and another crystal there. But he's going to take 1 damage, and we're going to get 1 Fury. Remember, the only way to get rid of those, besides just waiting for this to mess us up, is to go to one of the A's, one of the vents, and actually spend actions getting rid of it. And 1 damage for Brick. Loses the action card, and he already has 3 cards, so no need to draw, which is fine by him. All right, Savvy, what's this bull got for us now? Seethe. Ooh, the closest to event is going to get an injury card. I'll get to show you how injuries work. It's its own little separate deck, and we get Fury 1. Closest to event is definitely going to be Savvy themselves, because, yeah, they're only 1, 2, 3 away from 1, whereas Brick is quite far. Yeah, not much point in trying to run away from that, I think, so we'll just deal with it. What's the new skill we got? Farseer Cudgel. Strike 1. And your AP card gains, both red and yellow protection. That's pretty nice. But the key thing is that we want to have protection from taking blighted damage while we smash this crystal. So we're going to do 4 AP with Onward here. And I don't think we need either of these yet, so we can hang on to them. So 4 AP, we'll smash the crystal with 3. Now, where do we want to go? Maybe up towards the A, and then like over here, and then we can kind of go that way. Yeah, I don't want to let a ton of Fury tokens build up, so let's start thinking about moving him over there. But now he's going to suffer the effect and draw an injury card. So there's 2 types. Which one did I get? There we go. Okay, good thing I didn't get this earlier. Contaminated. If this is a permanent injury, I can no longer gain blight protection. So even if like I have a card like that, it will not matter. There are also temporary injuries that go into your discard pile. When you draw back into them, they have usually like lower action points and like nasty effects, but they usually give you a way to get rid of them permanently. Okay, I'll show you an example one. Bleeding. When drawn from your deck, you take 1 damage. It's only a 3 AP. And you can clear it if you rest while it's in your hand. So they give ways to like cull it out of your deck. Really like that mechanic, but yeah, we didn't get one of those. We're just never going to be protected from Blight again. Awesome. And we're drawn back up. Hidden Paths. Place or move your Farseer token. It can be placed in an open space. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's an extra Farseer usage. And the Fury one means now we have 2 of those things to worry about. Okay, and then I've got his Farseer token. Even though he could help Brick avoid that, it's not too big of a deal. I think I'd rather put it on the vent, because that'll cancel the damage he'll get from moving onto it, and then he can vent it freely and then move off it with the free climb 1. That should be a good thing. All right, now we get to Brick's turn. Here we go, an actual attack, although I think we might be okay with this. So all vents are going to attack within 1 space diagonally and orthogonally for 1 damage and 1 grip. But yeah, lucky us, Savvy is just outside of range. And Brick's not planning to go that close, so this is a dead card. That is very rare. And it didn't add any Fury. Awesome. All right, so like I said, Brick needs to get at least 3 AP to get over to the mushroom. And then maybe he should like gadgetize and then rest, even though he doesn't really need to rest for anything except to get his tokens back. I don't think either way he's likely to be doing much this turn. But that could give him the chance to like do a ton next turn. So yeah, let's go ahead and use Recovery Mist. It'll let me avoid the minus grip I'm about to go into. That'll give me 4 actions, and it might use these next turn, I think. So that's 4 AP, 1, 2, 3 to jump, and you can pick up a mushroom or look at it for free. This one is -1 blight. Cool. So there's a way to heal blight. You can only hold 1 mushroom at a time, so he'd want to use it, which is also a free action. You can also like put it on your space for somebody else to get. But yeah, nice. So that was 3 and then 4, but he's ignoring the negative effect of that because of the card he played. And nobody's in range of the vent. What would the enraged version be, by the way? Gosh, minus a blight and push 1 away from the vent, which could send you careening into destruction. All right, then let's see. Oh my gosh, what is this? Thrusters. Climb 1, or instead spend XAP to jump 1 plus X instead. You can just fly up the dude. That's so cool. All right, and now we're getting into the last threat card of the round. This is going to be on Savvy's turn. Ooh, Slam. Okay, this might be all right, because this goes wherever the current active player is. And you put this little marker here. So that shows now anyone within this whole area from there and to the left and a little bit right is going to get -1 damage, pushed. Oh, and in a miss, you get Fury. He's mad that he missed with his Slam. And he is going to miss because, yeah, I'm going to have Savvy go up 2 and do the venting thing. So I want it to at least 4 AP. Oh, all my cards have 4 AP. By the way, Hidden Paths I didn't see. It's super cool. Not only can you place or move your Farseer token, but it can go on an open space. So you can actually like turn a middle of nowhere nothing space into a viable movement path. And it's pretty neat. What do I want to do? I shouldn't be getting to any of these icons. None of them really matter. Strike 1 and gaining a bunch of protections might be cool. The Hidden Paths one is pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'll use Self-Actualize. So 4 AP, protects from grip loss. Though that won't really be applying. So we're going to go 1, 2, and not take damage. 3, 4 to clear the Fury that we currently have. Those going to be more in a second. And then we'll give back the Farseer token to move 1. And I don't think I want to use any skills yet, so I guess we'll stop there. So nobody gets hit, but we are making the guy mad with the Fury. Savvy's got 4 victory. Ooh, only 3 cards left. Although I think I might have Grip help him out with that in a second. Oh, darn it, Grip used the one that I was going to I was going to help Savvy out with some more Grip. Okay, 4 victory. Any climber becomes focused and may do... Whoa, any climber? Oh my gosh, that's so good. Those are also great for like when you're getting attacked by an effect and it's not your turn, because since it's any climber, you can have them jump out of danger. All right, so because we've gone through an entire set, we are now up to 2 cards flipped. We shuffle them up, and this is one of the cool things about the one of the parts of the redesign. They've made it so that any of the cards can become enraged at any time. It's a lot cleaner to see them. It used to be like a certain card would be enraged at number 1, a certain card would be enraged at number 2. Now it's all more random, which is better for variety and better for like replay of the same Leviathan. What do I have? Oh my gosh. Maybe. Gosh. Okay, so Slam. He's going to do Fury 1 on a miss again. -2 heart, pushed 1. Yeah, to show you what this is affecting, since it's bricks. Oh my gosh, darn it. I forgot to give... What would I have given? Where would I have put this for brick? I don't know. I guess we'll say there. Technically, I would not have known what the card that was coming was. But yeah, so this is going to hit 2 up and 1 out. So wow, it's going to like hit this everything. Brick literally has to get off of the tail. He is slamming his tail around. Yeah, I was thinking I would have Brick rest there, but now I think he has to like go up, smash, get away. So if I can get to the Farseer token, yes, the free move will let me get just out of range. That seems good. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AP I need minimum. Although by using gadgets and stuff, maybe not. Let's go ahead and do Energize for 4 AP to start. But I'm going to, I think, use my gadget MK3 with my gadget token. All right, so 4 AP, I'm going to move 1. Then I'll use that gadget. I can climb 1, strike 1, gain 1. I'm going to flip my gadget so I can do 3 of them, or draw 1. I think I'll do all the ones except the draw. So climb 1, strike 1, heal 1, so he's back to 8. And I still have 3 AP, so let's finish that off for one of them. 2, so I still got 1 AP, move for free. And for the last action, what the hey, go ahead and take a damage there. Okay, and we did get out of range, thankfully, but now that's back at 2 Fury already. Hopefully that's not the Fury card. And Brick's out of special tokens. He's only got 2 cards left in his grip. Phase Shift. Okay, just move 1. Oh, and Gadget, return it to your hand. Deflection. Any climber may block 1. That's nice. Gadget. Any climber may block 1 and prevent 1. Ooh, that's so good, especially for Savvy now that he can't prevent blight gain. Speaking of Savvy, let's see what fun we've got. Okay. Crud. All events. Doing some badness. Yeah, so it's, gosh, a blue damage and a grip and push one away from the vent. Currently, that's both of us, and I was planning for Savvy to go over here and blow that up. And yeah, he'd still be in danger. Oh, man. Okay, but I think I got a plan. So first, at any time you can use a skill card, even if it's not your turn. I think I'm going to have Brick phase shift up to the mushroom. So we can check that, maybe like eat it if it's useful before taking back his other mushroom. That gets him out of harm's way. Now this says push away. So like I guess if I was here, I could go there or there and fall. Maybe we come back for that blue die, or maybe even let Brick do it since he can actually avoid that kind of damage. Yeah, so you know what? Let's use this as my action. And I'm going to plan to use both of these as skills this turn, but then I'll make sure to rest in the process. So first for free, I'll go ahead and use 4 victory. So I'm focused now. I can give +1 to an effect I resolve, and I can jump like that. I'm going to jump over here. So getting far away from the vents. And I think I'm going to go for that and maybe the mushroom. So I'll go and discard Hidden Paths as well. I'm already immune to yellows, but what the hey, we'll do that. So I haven't actually used any of my 4 AP yet. Let's use 2 to rest. So I shuffle up my entire discard pile, and it goes under my decks. You will always see all your cards before you get back to old ones. Okay, then 4 AP. 1, free, 2, and again, not affected by yellow right now. And let's plink this down to 4 with my remaining 2 actions. Okay, and then lucky us, nobody gets pushed and no fury. Oh man, that was a scary one. And the focus hangs around until I want to use it. Ooh, watch out. I love the Bard because they have a ton of like help your friends cards. Like this watch out one is great. Look at these. I mean, any climber move like that, any climber move like that. Lead by example. You gain 1 AP, another climber also gains 1 AP. Yeah, Bard, sing your song, buddy. All right, the big thing I got to figure out now is how's Brick going to get his grip back. But first, let's see what fun we have in store. Just -1 heart and 1 fury, but man, that means we'll have at least 3, if not 4 fury if nobody gets to a vent. All right, and grip's a little bit low on cards. What do I want to do? Run out of actions here. I'm near a blue die, so I guess I want like the 3 and ignore blue. Oh, and hold on. I should put down my Farseer token. I don't know. I guess there. So at any time, Brick can go ahead and see +1 heart. You know what? He's going to take that, immediately use it for free, and then he's going to pick back up since he can only hold 1 at a time. Basically, he can put down the Blight Mushroom, pick up the Health Mushroom, eat it. Like, it's very free with how you use them. Oh, but he's only got 1 AP. Such a waste. I'm going to go ahead and have the Bard use both Watch Out and Lead by Example. So Watch Out will get him here. Now he's got +1 AP. Oh, and he also gets 1 AP, so he'll go and hit this again, even though it's out of turn. All right, there we go. And now this guy's got 4 AP, and he's ignoring blue, so he'll blow that up straight up without taking any blight. Might have been more expensive than I should have done for that. Now let's see, I could let myself drop, but no, let's go ahead and do that with the Farseer token. And I'll plan to get him over here before he is falling. First he's taking 1 damage, and yeah, we're getting 1 fury. That's 3. Yikes. And then he would have to draw to 3, but again, you don't have to draw your last card. So he has these to get him to a rest spot, and then he can get all his cool stuff back. All right, is now Fury time, or is it later? It's later. Okay. Oh, gosh. Savvy's going to get another injury, and then Fury's going to go up 1, but who's going to... Brick doesn't have time to take care of the Fury tokens. Oh, man. Savvy, gosh, do I have a single card left? Oh, what have I done to myself? He doesn't even have anything to use his focus with because there's no numerical values on any of these. All right, well, there's not much choice, is there? I guess he's doing 3 action points. And that's just enough to blow this up. He's certainly not going to miss that opportunity. No, Toughless Crystal's left to get her. That one and that one randomly on the horn. Good luck. He's getting another injury. Okay, slipping. So it's a 3 AP card. When drawn from your deck, -1 grip, so you didn't know that exists. Oh, and just rest while it's in your hand. Now, it goes into your discard pile for now. It won't come around until he rests. And no, God, no, that gets us to 4 Fury, and we know that next card is the bad one. We know that, there's just, like, no way to deal with it. Well, let's not say no way. Who knows what Savvy will get. Any climber becomes focused. That's kind of cool. Get 1 heart and 1 grip. Okay. Any climber gains 1 AP. Those are all helpful, although I don't want to make him fall himself. Oh, and he got the Farseer token. What if, this vent is above the place that Brick wanted to get to anyway? What if Brick spent like all his actions getting over here? Yeah, I like this. Which means I think I'll let Brick take the damage because I'd rather give him an extra climb so he has more action points to clear them out. Because yes, obviously, we're going to resolve all of these and I don't want to do too many of them. So Brick's going to play this 5 AP card. That's 1, 2, free. He does take a damage from the red. It leaves him with 3 AP, so yeah, he can clear out almost all of these. That was good. Okay, we do have to reveal the one he didn't get to. Are you kidding me? Wow. I got the one that's no effect. That's ridiculous. Okay. Very happy about that. Let's mix these up so I don't do that again. All right, now Brick doesn't have to draw his last card. Is there any good reason for him not to? I don't think so. He wants to fall. So he's going to get, hook shot. That's cool. So because his grip is empty, he immediately falls until he hits a ledge, which is right there. And if he moves away, he'll fall again. But for 2 AP on his turn, he can get all his cards back, get all his cool tokens back. He's going to be good to go. What's not so good to go? We're going into 3 rage time now. So that's boop, boop. Oh my gosh. What's the first one going to be? All vents attack. Ooh, that's actually okay. That's really okay. We are not near them right now. And actually, Brick just fell away from one. Now, I was going to have Savvy go along there toward the horn. We'll have to see if that can still work. There are a lot of yellows, and he can get 4 AP in a yellow. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I think that's the one we got to use. Now, he's also getting low on cards. Oh, I forgot. That's right. I can now use my focus, so I could have any climber gain 2 AP, or have him climb 2 for free. So that's cool. But for now, let's do the basic thing. So he's got 4 AP. We're going to glide. Oh, we're right next to... Nah, we're going to do it. Glide there. That costs 2 AP. We're right by the vent. 3, and could glide to the mushroom, or should I just go up toward the horn? Yeah, 4. We're ignoring that yellow for right now, which means the vent attack does not hit any of us again. Lovely. Yeah, I mean, he's getting really low on cards, so I don't think I want to use any skills yet. Where's he going to put the Farseer? Silly enough, I think he might give it to himself, so that he can just climb 1 and hit that thing for 4, because all his action cards are 4 right now. Now, that would lose him a grip when he moves up there. But then there's a ledge there, and that's near a die I need to get to anyway. That'll be okay. But now let's see. Okay, this time Brick's going to get an injury, and then Fury 2. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, nothing too bad is happening this turn. All right, so Brick needs to spend 2 AP resting. This climber may block 1. Seems a little bit harder to use. Hook shot is awesome. Look, gives me that movement. Even better if I use a gadget and I get a free strike out of it. Okay, so that's 4 AP. Going to use 2 to rest, which gets me back my gadget, gets me back my iron grip. Then I got 2 AP left, which is not enough to jump straight up to the vent there. Could use the hook shot to go up there. But then I'd be wasting the 1 strike, although all the stuff around me is blue, so I don't know if I want to do a single strike anyway. Well, what the heck, I don't want to waste too much time, so let's pop up there and take a damage. Then I like him being on a vent now that the vent attack has passed, because he can probably get rid of some stuff. So let's heal 1 and stay on the vent, planning to do more on his next turn. Now he's getting an injury. Weary. Another one goes to the discard pile. At the end of your activation, place this card in your discard pile. Oh, so it just kind of keeps on messing you up and can't go away. It's really not too bad, though. What is bad is the 2 rage. Hopefully, this is not the one that attacks us, and then on Brick's next turn, he can get rid of a bunch of those. But he is drawing back up. Okay, we got ready our Energize token. We got the gadget one that I used before. We got Give Grip and Healing back. Cool. Actually, that one might be good for Savvy. Yes, don't be the... darn it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no way. Well, actually, there is a way. Okay, Savvy, before I even do anything with his turn, I'm going to give another climber 1 AP. Nope, focus, it's 2 AP. And he's going to say, hey, Brick, get rid of these, which means only 1, only 1 Fury token, the one that the card is causing itself, is going to go off. That worked out pretty well. And then Savvy wants to blow this up, so he's going to use his 4 AP card. Discard his own token to move up. He does lose a grip, which means he's down to his last card. But for all 4 action points, he gets rid of the toughest to reach remaining crystal. Well, besides that one, I guess. He's really not too hurt, so that isn't too bad. Okay, so all he's got is 3 AP. Gosh. Well, actually, you know what? He's going to go ahead and discard this for himself. I'll show you why. Because that's the only ledge he can reach anyway, so he'll climb 1 with that card. Whoop! No, he does take a damage as he falls through that. But now he can let any climber focus, and I'm going to pick Brick to be focused. And we are going to have some badness. Let me shuffle up these tokens. Fury 1. Okay, that's 1 damage to each of us. That could have been a lot worse. We're getting down to the final things. If Brick can get that one, the rest might not be too tough to clean up. We have our 2 easier cards left. What's this one? Just 1 damage to Brick and Fury 1. Although, he ain't looking too pretty. No, he is not. Oh, and I forgot to put down a token. What would I want to do? Give him a free move, maybe? Or let him not take the grip loss. Oh, no, that's right. He has his token to avoid grip loss. So yeah, we'll put the token there for him at the end of Savvy's turn. All right, so I guess Brick wants to be immune to damage from the crystals, the blight. Ooh, and then I can use the gadget MK3 again. That seems good. Oh, I forgot. Savvy drew his last card, but he's fine because he's already on a ledge. Yeah, so I like this. I'm going to go ahead and use this first with the gadget. So he'll do climb 1, strike 1, gain 1 health. And because he has this, he is going to be immune from the blight from that strike 1. So there we go. He does lose a grip moving up there. Oh, that's right, but no, he doesn't. Iron grip, bloop. Yeah, sorry, to actually show you. So that's 1 movement. Oh, wait, he had the farce here. Whoops. Well, that was a waste. And... Well, I guess I could use the farce here and pick one of the other things. What were the other options? Oh, to draw 1 card. That was one of the other 4 options you could pick. So we got that sheer grit one. Then he's got 4 AP, so he'll actually blast the crystal away. And yeah, I mean, all that's left, Savvy can get that one pretty easily. He can, like, glide / fall to those. We should be able to do this. Now, he's used all of his tokens already. I think this time I might... Yeah, like use sheer grit on himself. That'll get all 5 cards back, and then he won't need to rest, although he likes resting. Whatever, it's fine. But he does take 1 damage from the boss, and the boss gains 1 fury. What's the last card? Oh, crud. Oh, we're getting pushed to the left. That's the way that Savvy wants to go anyway. This might be okay. See, we're right there. If Savvy, like, 1 damage plus 1 damage moving on there. We might need to mend a little bit. Okay. So we'll use 4 victory, obviously, to get 5 AP. Spend 2 of them to rest. So it leaves us with 3. Yeah, I think I want to let myself get hit. So 1 of the 3. So I'll get pushed into there, which means he won't gain the fury. And then 4, 5. And that way I'll just take 2 damage, but not be close to dying. Yeah, that seems all right. So yes, this goes off. I lose 1 health. It pushed me where I wanted to go anyway. I lose another health. But because it missed, we don't gain another fury. Nice. All right, and let's not forget the farce here token. Got 5 AP, that's good. And 4 AP, okay. Didn't get our injury yet. All right, where do I want this to go? How far does he have to glide? 1, 2, 3, 4 AP just to get here? Then he would lose a grip. Yes, maybe I put this here to avoid losing the grip and then move him onward after he blows it up. Although I guess a 2 glide would get him there after he blows it up. Well, we might want to go down and vent, depending on what kind of card we draw. So let's put the farce here token there. And I think we might be able to win before we get to all 5 cards being nasty. We'll see if that's the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 nice one. What you got for me? Ooh, closest to vent, +1 injury, and then fury 2. Yikes, okay. Right out of the with equally close, so I could pick. But for now, let's do the basic stuff. So I'm going to use the recovery mist. That'll help me avoid the grip loss. I'm going to play sheer grip on myself to get these 5 cards to the bottom. It's basically like almost an entire rest. Love that. That's right, I'm focused. I can't forget that. But yeah, I'm going to have 4 AP with ignoring yellow. So I'll go down here. Oh man, why did I... This Farseer token is like useless. Well, I guess it prevents the damage. So that's 1 AP. I've got 3 left, so I could go 1, 2, 3 to glide down. Oh, that's a... Actually, the Farseer token might help, because I'm going to spend 1 AP to get rid of the Fury while I'm on this space. So that's 2 AP left. A free AP sends me into nothingness. I fall onto the ledge there. Then I've got 2 left, and I can glide here and have 1 left. And definitely going to heal for that 1. We'll attack the Blighted Crystal next turn. It's not too bad. So I'm getting an injury, and then even though I just got rid of a token, there's 2 more. Exposed. You cannot gain red protection. That's probably okay. What I get? Strike 2. Although I might just want to blow up the crystal. If I use thrusters to get blue protection next turn, then I can use the strike 2 without getting hurt. Okay, so nice hand for stuff going on here. Let's see what's happening. Okay. It's going to be 3 fury. Okay. Savvy's right by the vent. Maybe I can blast the crystal and then move up and take care of some stuff? Yeah, sure. Let's pick this as my card. I think this will work. Gonna have 4 AP. Gonna go ahead and use the lead by example to give myself 1 AP and give Brick 1 AP. Oh wait, he would just take a blight if he attacked. You know, that's fine. He's got his mushroom, so he'll go ahead and use the 1 AP to strike 1. Then he'll take the blight anytime, eat his mushroom, get rid of it. For Savvy's 1 free AP, he'll get this down to 2. So then he's still got the actual 4 AP. And he'll go ahead and use Farseer Cudgel's skill. So he strikes 1 for free, and he's got red and yellow protection. So he's still got 4 AP, right? So 1, 2, not taking damage because of his Cudgel. 3, 4. Get rid of both the Fury tokens we're about to deal with. Man, that's been working out pretty well. So the only one we resolve is a random 1. That's okay. This time we didn't get lucky. That's the worst one. That's 1 blight to each of us. But at least now we won't have to probably worry about Fury for the rest of the game. Worrying about death, that's more possible. Okay, not great. Brick's doing a little bit better. All right, speaking of Brick, let's try to help him out. Oh, we got the Hidden Paths one. That could be good. You and another climber become focused. Cool. Any climber can move. I like all that. Let's Farseer it up. I don't know if Brick needs the Farseer token. You can just glide 1, 2 straight to that thing without even hitting any badness. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to win this, so we might be okay. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to put it over here, I guess. All right, Brick, what you got, buddy? Oh, my gosh. Wow, that range gets big, doesn't it? Luckily, it's still not big enough to reach Savvy. Brick needs, he was not going to get that far, so he'll take 2 damage, push 1. Okay, we'll see what we can do about this. So it's here, and then goes 2 to the left. Yeah, so it is going to go all the way down to the die I want to get to. All right, that's okay. Brick. We'll just use everything we've got. We're going to do the 3 that prevents blue attack. And first he's going to discard the gravity pulse with focus. That's a 3 strike without actually using any actions. Boom, which means we've got all 3 of our action points left. And I guess if I go here, I'll just get a little bit hurt. So what do I have? 3 AP left? So sure, I could glide 2 to there. Then have him heal 1 since he's about to get hurt a lot. And because he did not get out of range, he'll take 2 damage. And he's getting pushed 1 to the left. It's okay, it's okay. Because he's still got a lot of grip, right? Yeah, he's doing okay. All right, let's see what Savvy's got going on. Oh no, all fence. That's going to push. Yeah, I was worried about that. That's going to push Brick right off of the guy. Look, he's right by a vent. Well, I guess away, we could go down there, but that would slow him down. Or up there. Now, as for me, I'm literally on a vent. That's awesome. Is there any way for me to go all the way over there? I don't think so. I mean, if I go 1 to the Farseer token, then I can go there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm close to it at least, but he's going to get smacked by the vent too. Honestly, I think if we just survive, we'll be fine. Because Brick's not going to die from this 1 vent attack. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to... I have to pick something. I'm going to use Courage Friend. You and another climber become focused. But I'll use that for 4 AP. And with the 4 AP, I'm just going to go over here. That's 1 move, and then free for that. And then I'll use 2 to recover. And I'll use 1 AP to heal, I guess. Oh, sorry, that's not there. Then Brick gets pushed 1. I think they just mean like away in... It doesn't say... It just says push 1 away. So that's away? Or does it mean like directly away where I'd fall? I'm going to say that that's it. Might be wrong. And then Brick takes 1 damage, but he don't care. We got this in the bag, I think. Because... Alright, so Brick would take a damage. We'd add another Fury. But here we go. We'll go ahead and get 4 AP. And he could use his phase shift. Or Savvy could give him pull up. Either or, give him more AP. Either way, we're good. That's going to get us free move up to here. And then 4 AP. Boom! Alright. We defeated Fury. Maybe I should have played on expert mode. I usually win on hard since I played the game a whole bunch. So let's get into some thoughts on the game. And yeah, my thoughts on this one haven't changed. I still love it. I will say that for me, the fact that they're focusing more on... it used to be like more of a campaign mode where you'd advance through the Leviathans. But now they've tried to make all of them interesting, all of them varied, all of them challenging if you up the difficulty level enough. So yeah, at this point, for my taste, I like the greater variety in the one-off play. Somebody who really loves campaigns might have liked it better. I don't know if they're going to still add a campaign in, but they might have liked it better the original way. But I love this. I think the modularity of switching up which Leviathan you're doing, which character you're using, which class you're using, that's all great. I like the addition of the mushrooms as just like a little something to encourage you to go off the beaten path. In the original version, those were like little experience tokens that you would go for, but these are kind of more interesting because they help you in the scenario itself. And the key thing is the core gameplay is still just awesome. I love the little puzzle of like trying to get to things, trying to help each other out, like lots of skill card usage, trying to blow up the crystals, and then each Leviathan has its own thing, trying to get to the vents while they were blasting us and get rid of the Fury tokens. It's pretty interesting here. The card play continues to be great. Like I mentioned, just tons of cooperative options, especially for some classes like the Bard. If you like helping other people out, almost every card in the Bard's deck is awesome. And I love just the very quick modularity of putting in a character and a class, because the majority of the cards in the deck come from your class. So the Bard is like, I think, I don't know, it's like 7 or 8 out of the 9 or 10 cards in my deck. So most of them are Bard cards, but the thing I can do every single turn comes from my Savvy ability. And that's how it works. The character won't give you as many cards, but they have like more of an ongoing ability. So I thought that was just really cool. So yeah, I mean, I've said it enough before. I love this game, and I think now it's even better. If you didn't back it or you thought about backing it last time, I'm definitely in on this one. I would recommend you go check out the page too. But thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.